I would like to get on the podium. I mean, that's my goal. Hi, my name's Brian Scarbrough. I ride for Competitive Metals Trek, and this is my bike. So this is the 2021 Trek Domane. This is their endurance setup. It's got clearance for what they say is up to 38. I believe it'll fit a little bit bigger. Who knows if I'll try anything bigger, but I think 38 will work. For the BWR here in San Diego, I will be running a 28C tire with Maxima tire sealant. As you see, I have the full Dura-Ace setup. Most people don't know, but the Dura-Ace actually has 2 spring settings in it, so you can actually set it up a little bit stiffer for, you know, rougher conditions such as like the BWR. That'll help keep that chain from popping off. What you see here is like Garmin O-rings. Those things, you know, kind of keep the bottles from sliding in and out. Bond tracker handlebars with gel inserts underneath the tape, so that kind of takes a little bit of the shock away. These bikes have a ISO-speed setup in it where it basically takes a little bit of that shock out of the road or the dirt, has that front and rear. The saddle is the Tioga Spider. It basically has a little bit of give in it, a little bit more suspension. You know, sometimes it feels like you almost have a flat tire. You have to look down and check. So that definitely helps on these long endurance events with, you know, say gravel and fire roads with the braking bumps. The wheels are Ride Fast Racing. These are the RLR 30s. They're super light and very durable. I think they're like right around 1,300 grams. So they're definitely gonna help me on the climbs. So on this bike, I ended up going with a 44 centimeter wide bar. Kind of helped me a little bit in those dirt sections, have a little bit more control over the bike. And since this is the endurance setup, it's a little bit taller stack. So I ended up going with a -17 stem, keep it low.
Brian also rides a 54 centimeter Trek Domane, and it comes in at around 17 pounds. He rides a 4i single-sided power meter on 172.5 cranks. All of that is paired to his Garmin 520 head unit. He also uses Ultegra clipless pedals on the dirt, and all of that is on an amazing, subtle paint job, yet with these massive shark teeth on his head tube. Is this the bike that Brian will use to possibly win a gravel ride? We'll see as he talks about BWR.
So the BWR 2019, I did pretty well, honestly, despite a couple little hiccups. I ended up being the first rider into the first dirt section, which I think is a very decisive spot. That kind of helped me get into that lead group of what ended up being, I think at first about 10. A few more ended up coming back a little later on, but very hard race. I ended up flatting, I think it was mile 94, 95, and I think I was right around 5th position. At that point, kind of that big lead group that we had kind of just completely blew up. And that was the fastest I've ever changed a tire in my life. Honestly, the first flat, I think it probably took me no longer than 3 minutes to change the tire. And I mean, when you're in 95 miles into a race, that's pretty hard to do.
And how many people passed you while you were changing it?
Not many, honestly, just a few of the people that just shattered off that lead group. Probably like maybe 6 people, I want to say, no more than 6 people. And I mean, I had my tire off the wheel before the very next person even passed me. So I was moving pretty quick, but yeah, I want to say at that point, I probably fell out of the top 10. I would like to think that I could have possibly got on the podium. My moving time was fast enough to be on a podium. But you know, stuff happens and you can't really shoulda, coulda, woulda. You just kind of got to live with it and I was hoping to come back in 2020 with a little bit of redemption, but looks like 2021 is going to be the year. So the next BWR is going to be here in San Diego. I would like to get on the podium. I mean, that's my goal. I know the competition gets better every single year, and as time goes on, there's going to be more competition out there with, you know, these BWR events are growing. You're starting to see more world tour level riders out there. So, you know, if I'm ever going to get on the podium at a BWR, it's got to be soon.
What do you think of Brian's gravel setup? Is it enough to take the top step at the next big race? Let us know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Until next time, stay Veloworthy.